Okay, all right, so this is a tricky one. I see this, we have to decompose it. We got to break it into shapes that we know formulas for. So I can see three shapes here. Two of them will be fairly simple. One of them will be a bit tricky, so let's get after it. All right, let's start with this bottom shape. We're going to name it and put its formula. So we're going to say it's a rectangle. Now, I also know that that's a type of parallelogram. And the formula for that is area equals base times height. Remember, base and height always meet at a right angle. They're perpendicular to each other. Now, I see another shape. I see this triangle here. All right, I'm going to write out the name. I'm going to look. If I don't know it, I'm going to look at my reference sheet in my textbook and realize that the formula is 1/2 base times height. Now, I have a third shape here, and it's a little bit tricky, all right, because the dimensions aren't obvious. So there we have a parallelogram. All right, and again, we're going to use the formula area equals base times height. So that part everyone should be able to do. There's no excuses, all right? Now, we're going to go and fill in the dimensions. I'm going to do the first two, the rectangle and the triangle, because they're easier. It's pretty clear what the base and the height are. I see this right angle here. I notice that my base and my height meet at right angle. So that's going to be 8 times 9. So the area is 72 square inches. Now, I'm going to do that triangle. This is a little bit less clear, but I look for that right angle. There's my right angle. All right, and I know that the lines meeting are that line and this line here. So my base and my height, I have 1/2. The base is 10, and my height is 9. So now 1/2 of 10 is 5. 5 times 9 is 45 square inches. Now I'm on to that third and final shape, which is my parallelogram. It's a little bit more challenging to find the base and the height. I don't have any right angles in there, so I need to do some hard searching for these values here. All right, that 10 could be a possibility, but I don't know. Like, I then need something that's a right angle from that 10, but I don't have that. There's nothing. I scanned the whole shape. I'm trying to find something that will give me a right angle to that line, and I don't get it. So I'm going to use some different lines. Remember, it looks like this guy. If I transfer it in here, all right, it looks like a right angle. It's going straight up from there. It's going straight up from that base. So if I can find this distance here and this distance here, they meet at that right angle that I'm needing. All right, that's why this is so challenging. All right, so we know this distance right here is going to be the same as this. So that's 8. So we have a base of 8, and then we just have to find the height of that parallelogram. Well, the height of that parallelogram is related to this height over here of 18 and this height over here. Okay, this 18, 9 of it is used up, so then the rest of the way up has to be 9, because 9 plus 9 is 18. All right, so that height is 9, the base of that parallelogram is 8, so we're going to put in 8 and 9, which gives us 72. That was very challenging to find those two perpendicular dimensions to get us that area. But once we do get that, the final answer, we're going to add those areas up. 72 plus 45 plus 72. We're going to add those up. We get 9, and that comes to, let's see, 14. 189. And we have to put the appropriate units, which you can do abbreviated square inches like that, or you can write out square inches. But regardless, we have 189 as the final answer. Great job.